Liz, I didn't realize that there was a particular place, a physical location in my body that was the point of frustration, where my attention would be when I was frustrated. And not only that, I didn't realize that there was the opposite of that.
Yeah, for me, I've shared this with so many people that my set point was frustration. We're talking about, overall kind of manifesting and how that feels and how it works. And my set point would be I would have an idea full of ideas, that 1,000 ideas a day. But the minute I had an idea, I would feel frustration in my body that I had not had that idea weeks ago.
Hmm.
So immediately my body was generating not the thing I wanted, but frustration.
God, yeah. Mine was kind of just I would just call it evergreen frustration. It was like,
Yeah.
that it would always be there, kind of agitation, frustration, daily
Yeah.
basis.
Yeah. When you and I discovered that there was a sensation in the body that was actually limiting our overall life, it helped me so much to recognize that spot in my body. Mine was literally like a gaping hole in my gut. Like like you could imagine a dark, what do you call that? A black hole of just this sucking frustration. And I was aware of it instantly and then aware that it could be changed. I know you shared where yours was specifically.
Yeah, mine in my head, right? And also in my shoulders. It felt like kind of I don't know what I would describe it, but kind of a slogging through, like, it was just all my life. It was always there. And, it's like the fish in water. It doesn't know that the water's there. It's just, this is who I am and this is how it is. There is no possibility of anything else. I'm unaware.
Yeah, I think what you said that's really important is that sensation becomes who you are. I ran on frustration. And I think in some ways, I believe it served me, that frustration would spur me to do other things. But when you and I discovered that we literally are generating a signal with that feeling, that feeling is emanating that exact thing. For me, it was frustration from my body and then matching more frustration in my field. Of course, I got frustration after frustration after frustration. Now, I'm the kind of person that keeps going or kept going through the frustration. So I did accomplish some things, but it was always so hard won working through that sensation. Is that what you experienced as well?
Yes, exactly. I would accomplish things, accomplished a lot of things, but it was a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think for this crowd here listening to this today, that there's something else. You know, Hermes Trismegistus, right? The Hermetic teachings, as above, so below, as within, so without. The opposites, right? That everything has an opposite. So there is an opposite of that. And it also happens to be in the body. Oh
Right.
my gosh. And Liz, when we had figured this out together, that was true. Oh my gosh. You know, I guess the choosing, the choosing of it, and once you know the technique and where it is and how it is, you can actually choose. Imagine being able to choose to be to be joyful. Like it's and when people used to say that to me, like, you can just choose to be happy. It's like, you I'm not. And it's hard for me to choose. You try and you fall right back down within seconds. But this is completely different.
It's true. When the discovery first came, we weren't focused on the body. In fact, we were focused in the field around the body. And we became aware that you could find the things you wanted to manifest. They had mass in the field. And we were working on that and noticing that when we were in the feeling of that thing we wanted to manifest, there was a part of the body that lit right up as well. And as we focused on it, we became aware that there is a place in the body that lights up every time we get something we want, or we're in an accidental state of joy. Most of us are in an accidental state of joy. We don't really know how we got there. When we put our attention on that equally, as much as we put our attention on the feeling, that the negative feeling that was generating a field or in our body, we found that we could attract, that frustration we had, how it was abundant. We found that that joyful state would attract things that matched it as well. So there really are both this feeling in the body that's generating something negative, something we don't want. And it's more common, it's more prevalent, I think, in our lives for most of us.
Right.
But this equal and opposite place that generates something absolutely incredible.